Welcome back. Today, a true craftsman begins an ambitious build deep in the autumn woods. The first step on any sloped terrain is clearing the organic topsoil. Stripping away the loose leaf litter and roots exposes the stable earth beneath. A solid foundation requires zero shifting over time. Heavy timber forms the base structural frame, elevating the floor above the natural grade. Keeping the wood isolated from ground moisture prevents premature rot and insect damage. Gravity secures the initial placement. As the framework rises, the surrounding weather shifts rapidly. Securing a synthetic moisture barrier around the exterior skeleton becomes the immediate priority. This gray underlayment acts as a breathable skin. It blocks external wind and precipitation while allowing internal water vapor to escape. Trapped moisture inside a wall cavity will quickly degrade the structural integrity of the timber. As the first snow accumulates, wrapping the shell ensures the interior remains a viable workspace. The race against the changing season is underway. With the perimeter wrapped, thermal insulation is packed tightly between the vertical studs. A well-insulated cavity dramatically reduces the transfer of heat, keeping the interior warm as temperatures drop. Trimming the window framing seals out any remaining drafts. Precision matters here. Moving inward, the builder custom shapes structural blocking with a hand axe. Shaping these joints on site allows for a tighter friction fit against the ceiling joists. A roof must withstand heavy, sustained downward pressure from winter snow accumulation. Securing these overhead supports transfers that roof load evenly down into the reinforced walls. Hours later, the focus shifts to outfitting the interior shell. Each tongue and groove plank is pressed firmly into place to create a continuous, interlocking surface. This traditional milling profile allows the wood to naturally expand and contract with humidity changes. Shims are driven into the ceiling joints to correct minor inconsistencies in the framing structure. Cladding the interior not only refines the visual space, but adds rigid shear strength. The structure becomes a solid, unified box. Finishing the interior requires meticulous corner trim. These final lengths of wood are not merely decorative. They conceal the necessary expansion gaps left at the edges of the wall panels. This locks the interior envelope together against drafts. On the exterior, a stark red paint is applied to the fascia boards. Beyond creating a striking visual contrast against the gray winter landscape, the paint seals the wood. Exterior-grade coatings defend the vulnerable end grain from persistent moisture and rot. Stepping back to inspect the completed slatted railing reveals the full effect of the design. The horizontal slats provide a necessary safety barrier while allowing high winds to pass cleanly through. A long spirit level confirms the exterior window casing is perfectly plumb. Accurate vertical alignment guarantees that snowmelt and rainwater shed downward predictably rather than pooling. Inside, the focus turns to built-in furniture. Anchoring a seating framework directly into the wall studs maximizes the usable floor plan. Using a spirit level establishes a dead-flat reference for the seating surface. Built-in fixtures demand strict tolerances, as any unevenness will permanently impact comfort. Heavy-duty fasteners secure the framework to the cabin skeleton, ensuring the bench remains rigid. With the seating established, the primary window framing is permanently anchored. Driving screws through the window, jammed into the rough opening, creates a tight, mechanical bind. This critical step locks out the harsh exterior cold, sealing the warmth inside. The newly installed bench immediately serves as a sturdy work platform for reaching the ceiling joints. Installing the uppermost trim pieces covers the final rough edges of the construction phase. These small details transform a raw wooden shell into a finished, habitable space. Wall-mounted shelving takes advantage of the vertical plane, keeping the limited floor area entirely clear. Every square inch inside a compact wilderness structure must be carefully allocated. The light-colored wood brightens the interior by reflecting the available natural light flowing through the glass. Securing the final exterior hardware marks the end of the build. What began as raw timber on a forest floor is now a resilient, weatherproof outpost. In the end, careful engineering and sheer persistence produce a shelter that holds its ground.